Hey, what's up everybody? BDF 44 coming at you another video. Alright, this is me being as obedient to the voice in my head telling me to do productive things as possible. I'm walking down to Target right now. I was like, God, I need to shave my head. I look crazy right now. This is not how I operate. And he's like, you know what? That spirit inside of me said, don't worry about your appearance. I'm gonna bless that. You just need to get out the house before it get hot. So if you leave now, and when I'm telling you to leave, you will avoid the worst of this weather and get all the things that you need. But if you sit there, take another 25 minutes to shave your head, nah, get out the house now and quit all that vanity nonsense. So this is me looking about as bad as you ever see me walk around in person, but I don't care, man. I gotta follow that spirit, because nothing I got rolling around in my head otherwise is any good, if you ask me. Sitting in the apartment 3 days in a row just to keep from dealing with the heat, that ain't gonna make me nothing. That ain't gonna give me what I need. And I'm down to one banana. I done ran out of my favorite bread. Toothpaste is almost out. Soap is gone, even though they don't sell the soap over here that I need. But you know, these are different things that the Lord is like, look, man, get out the house right now. You don't sit around and wait for yourself to start feeling like getting out the house. You get to kicking, and by the time you get down the street, you'll start feeling like getting out the house. So that's what's going on. This is me being as obedient as the Lord often wants me to be, and telling me to do certain things, and I'm hesitant and then don't get the right results. This ain't gonna be that kind of process. And I just want to tell y'all that I'm thankful the Lord has given me the confidence to walk down the street, because y'all know when I was living in Lenox, this was not gonna happen. Everything I'm doing right now, I would have been like, nah, I'm not doing that. Let me have them bring it to me. Let me just go without, so I don't have to do it. That's over with. I don't think like that anymore. And so I just want people to know that, you know, I'm making strides in the right direction, even though I just made my last video telling y'all how much I was struggling with my mental health and doing the right things for myself. On this morning, right after making that video, I ate some breakfast, listened to that video, and the Lord said, let's get up and go. And let's do it fast too. Throw on some clothes and go. What exactly came to me. Don't worry about it. And he said, you never know, you might find what you're looking for in other areas when you start learning to be more obedient to this voice. So I know it ain't telling me nothing bad. I'm gonna go pick up stuff I really need. So that's all there is to it. And I know where I'm going. That's another thing I'm very thankful for. Unlike in Lenox, it took me all of a week and a half to know the neighborhood, because I wasn't afraid to do what normal people do, like walk around and stuff like that. I know this neighborhood well enough to walk to my little store, walk to Target. I know there's a 99-cent store blocked down from Target. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that the normal people would probably already know. Me, the way I was living in Lenox, I was living there for years without even exploring the neighborhood. So that's over with, man. I can already feel that heat coming in too, so that voice was right in regards to myself telling me to hurry up, get myself out that damn house, because that heat is starting to blow in right now. But I'd say it's already about 82 maybe right now, and it's only probably about 8 something this morning. So yeah, that's what's going on, y'all. Just trying to do what I gotta do in life that ultimately give me the smallest and basic things that are needed, such as nutrition and various different things like that, that keep my body going, you know? That'll make me feel a lot better about myself, so that in the event that I'm moving in a direction that is compelling me, that I'll have what I need, rather than allowing doubt and fear to come in and tell me that I can't do certain things or shouldn't do certain things that really need to be done. But transparency is key, you know, being honest with people, being open with people. I heard somebody else, I don't remember who it was, but this was the second time in as many days that I heard somebody say something along the lines of turn on the camera and tell the truth. I don't remember what it was. It was a rap song or something like that, or one of them R&B songs that I put on my playlist. But that's what dude said. He was like, turn on your camera and tell the truth. I'm like, y'all have no idea how literal I take that. Y'all have no idea. And I'm thankful for all the people that follow me, but there are so many people that need what I do that have yet to discover me. So I just got to keep doing it and trusting that the Lord will allow them to find what it is that I'm doing. The more I flood the YouTube street, so to speak, with content, you're gonna start finding out there's somebody out here who's really being transparent, struggling, but believes in God, tries to give you all the best from himself. So that's what it's about for me, man, not necessarily anything else. It's giving people the truth, putting that energy out there that I think can encourage people to do the same thing in their own life, so they don't have to keep on putting up the same old paranoid fronts that ultimately make us feel like we can't help ourselves to circumstances that we really could use to benefit our mental health. You know what I mean? So that's what it's all about. Your mental health. You're making yourself better by telling the truth and then not responding, but more or less being able to see yourself. You know, one of the things I think a lot of us struggle with is self-awareness. And I may have mentioned this once before randomly on this channel, but growing up watching Big Brother with my mother, which is a show that used to come on, I don't know if it still does, where they put all kinds of people in the house together from all different walks of life and make them try to like basically eliminate one another by way of voting, a voting system. You know, you go through the process of your life in that apartment and they just vote somebody out every week till they down to one person. Watching that show, there was a specific character on that show. He was a doctor. I think it was the doctor. It's been like many years. It's like the first season, so that's had to be like 18 years ago. But he was a doctor or something like that. And one thing that he said he learned, and it stuck with me all my life, was that he didn't realize the type of characteristics that he had in himself. He didn't realize how he came off to others until he was able to see himself on camera. You know, till he was able to actually see how he interacted with others on camera. Till he was actually able to see his voice. You know, hear his voice on camera and see his image on camera that's come on. And we realized, yo, I don't like none of this. It's not who I thought I was. That's not how I remember it going. But now that I'm looking at it, it's like, oh, I'm somebody else. And that stuck with me to say, I've kind of taken that and ran with it, man. I think I'm a fairly self-aware human being, but there's certain things I've learned by watching myself on camera that have helped me realize there are things I can do differently, or things I don't agree with, or just overall understanding how I come off, different characteristics, how my face move around and stuff as I talk, the various different things that you don't see yourself all day. You're not holding up a mirror to yourself all day, so you don't know until you actually do. And so this is what this has also helped me do. It's created a new way to receive self, provide self-awareness to self, to know, hey, I can be better in certain areas, or maybe this is something I really do appreciate in myself. I didn't give much credence to it. Maybe I can do this a little more, you know? So I just try to take that. I ran with it, man. And I'm thankful I was raised in an environment around people who wouldn't shun that, because a good portion of males are. Most males are, I think, in most walks of life. We told you put your chest out and you don't talk about what you're going through, and if you feel something, you suppress it with either whatever your vices are, or you turn it into anger. And I was listening to some dude. He was in jail, and he was talking about how he turned his trauma into evil, into violence, and he was proud of that. I'm like, brother, you were misled, and that's why you're in the space you're in. That's not good. You're doing the opposite of what you want your son to do. Maybe it's a way for you to cope, but look where it got you. You know, these type of things, it's like a lot of that stuff that we do in the name of protecting ourselves. All you're doing is exposing yourself to be weak. You're not getting stronger, you're not getting better. You're just suppressing the ability to reveal to others how much you may be struggling, how fearful you may be. How you gonna overcome your fears if you can't even admit you're fearful? And you can't even see yourself be fearful. How the hell are you supposed to get strong enough? And you're just gonna suppress that with fakeness. You're gonna suppress that with all kinds of stuff that don't really actually speak to you getting better. And I just don't care for that. I don't care for that. From within my manhood, I say, I dare any one of y'all shun me for telling the truth. That's what my ego does. You know what I'm saying? I don't give any care about whether or not people see me as vulnerable. Damn it, I'm putting myself out here because I want to, because it's for the betterment of me. Anybody thinks I'm weak has to understand it takes courage to do that. So you better look twice. When you look in my eyes, you better look twice. Because y'all are afraid to show what it is that I relish in showing every day. While you consider yourself stronger than me, you better look twice. And that's what I tell the people who would ever say to me, oh, you too soft, you show yourself too much, you letting people see what it is. Yes, because I'm not afraid to. A lot of y'all are. And that's your business. But I don't think you're better for it. I'm better for this, though. You understand what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. So Yeah, I wear my heart on my sleeve and keep my information out. If you want to know who I am and know where I'm at, I ain't afraid of none of that. Why? Because I don't put out the type of energy that would otherwise welcome anything other than positivity. When I speak in this camera, I'm trying to give people substance, help them defeat the devil himself by way of various things that I come to learn by doing this. I can't fulfill that purpose if I'm too busy putting my chest out pretending I'm fine when I ain't, or when I act like I'm strong in the presence of others when I ain't feel all that damn strong. How you get that strong? By standing alone and developing that strength on your own if possible. And if not, then you get close to people who understand what you're going through and you be that. But you don't put yourself in a position to put out a false image of yourself that ultimately can't be improved upon. You don't win that way. And so that's what I've learned. Now, in certain environments, it's just a different way to go. Maybe you can't do that or you're going to be getting beat up every day. I don't know. But I'm not in that environment. But I can tell you this. The environment the Lord has put me in helped me understand there are people like that. And I ain't changing my ways just the same. I'm going to always tell people what it is and my truth is. I'm going to always tell people I'm scared of this. I'm afraid of that. Whatever. Because at the end of the day, that's real strength to me. Not the stuff that makes people say, I'm fine when they're not. Nah, you're not fine. I'm living one life going forward. And anytime I waste my time lying about what I'm going through, I'm depraving myself for what it is that otherwise make me cope, feel better, learn from, or any other thing that's supposed to be done with that energy. It ain't meant to just keep you suppressed in that same space. No, you're supposed to be growing through everything you go through. How can you do that if you suppress yourself from that by depraving yourself of the vulnerability that allows that to be the case? So that's where I'm at. This is manhood right here. I dare anybody to be critical of my transparency, because that's where my ego goes. You understand what I'm saying? That's where other people say, nah, I'm gonna hold mine in. They can't know. Nah, they can know. Let them know. What are they gonna do about it? What are they gonna do? But be inspired themselves by what it is I'm doing. In their own spaces, they're gonna be like, damn, I wish I could. You can, and I'm showing you how. Just like you can put your chest out in regards to holding it in, you can put your chest out in regards to letting it out. I'm fearful. My mental health is trash. I've struggled with all kinds of stuff. You understand what I'm saying? And what? And what? The hell you got to say about it? It's my walk. You see what I'm saying? That's where the ego goes for me. And that's why I'm as transparent as I am. Because I ain't afraid of none of y'all opinions. Because mine is more critical than yours. And I got to deal with mine all day. You see what I'm saying? And what I've received is love. People appreciate the people that comment, I've seen more love than anything else in regards to how I do things. We're recreating manhood in this regard. And we don't have to be soft in it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not telling y'all you got to do things a different way in regards to who you are. Just understand that it's okay to let people know you ain't doing okay. And it's okay to not care if they care or not. Straight up. You know what I mean? Let that be what your ego does. Let that be what your manhood tell you. You know what I mean? A lot of us have been telling ourselves to suppress what really genuinely would help others through the same problems we have. Nah, let it out. Get better. Be better. Try to be better. Let yourself be okay by telling people whatever it is you need to tell them. Or letting it be, what it is that's in your heart as it is. Liars are afraid of the consequences of their lies. I ain't afraid of them consequences. I got a God I believe in. You understand what I'm saying? He's above me. What am I afraid of you for? I gotta be fearful of him. If I'm reacting to you doing what makes him unhappy, he's gonna put me in forever hell. All you can do is take me off the earth. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, nah, I gotta do better. I gotta make sure that my worth is found in regards to what makes me and others better. And I can't do that by lying or suppressing or acting like I'm fine when I'm not. Nah, I ain't okay. But I'm going to be, and this is how. BDF 44. Thank y'all for watching. I'm out.